Islamism, peace and love, wisdom, strength, and beauty. Hotep, Shalom, Mishkael. I am created in my Father's image. Abba, who is and was and will forever be. Whose image and likeness I am, arm, leg, arm, head. Allah, man, master, able, noble. God, generator, operator, destroyer. I reserve all my rights without prejudice, without recourse. Peace, peace, and love, my people. I want to make this quick video before I enjoy this delicious looking lunch with my warrior empress. It's been about 2 months since I've eaten meat, and today I've decided we're gonna eat some oxtails. I've been out of the POW camp now for about 13 days, I think it was. It's been about 10 or 11 days. And the entire time I have been in extreme pain. They did injure me. The entire left side of my body, my arm and neck, has been hurting so bad. And I remember when I was in there, I really couldn't eat anything. The most I ate was peanut butter sandwich and potato chips. So I realized that my salt intake was high. And so I've been drinking a lot of water. And to alkalize the water, I use these lemons. And just now, today, the pain is starting to ease up. But, I mean, the pain has been so bad that it hurt to sit up straight. I had to type my documents with one hand most of the time. But regardless of that, we've been able to get almost 40 documents completed. And I want to encourage you to press through whatever it is that might be distracting you and get some of these things done. For example, our judicial notice and proclamation, right? Our expatriation, domicile declaration, and allegiance. Affidavits of complaint, all right? Affidavits of ownership for our birth certificates. This is our international right to travel we did for the state of California. Cover letter for recording. Declaration of trust. Writ of removals for one case. Fee schedule for what we're owed. An indictment. Okay. Lawful notice, name, proclamation. Notice of removal for another case. Okay, writ of removal for another case. 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 All right. Quo warranto for a case. Res judica. A lien for a name and social. Okay, subpoenas for oaths of office, registration statements for all the officers. Still have more of those to do. Got about 5 of them done so far. Okay, another lien on a couple cities. Another one. And so we've used the pain as fuel to get as much done as possible. Um, Not only that, we got plenty of certified mail stamps. Got a new printer, so we don't have to go to Kinko's or wherever. We got envelopes to get things in the mail, ink for the printer, notary seal stamps, ink pad for our fingerprints, extra ink. So remember, no one's gonna do more for you than you. All right. When I started, well, I won't say when I started. I'll say when I came across these teachings about 6, 7 years ago. Specifically, when I say these teachings, I mean like brothers Taj Tariq Bey. I was studying and mastering numerology and some other arts, and I would listen to Brother Freeman L. And for months and months, I studied the teachings of Brother Freeman L., and I didn't even know he was a Moor. And when I first listened to Brother Taj Tariq Bey, I didn't like him because all I heard him say was how stupid I was. And so I would just keep going and studying what I was looking for, right? And so about a year ago, I came out here to LA, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and by this time I realized that Brother Freeman L. was a Moor, and I began to look for a Moorish temple because I was determined to be a master in numerology because I was good at it. I have a thread on this website called Lottery Post where I would predict the winning lottery numbers every day for 10 to 15 states at a time. You know. But anyway, so I came across one temple out here in San Francisco, and they were like Samoan people, Hawaiian looking people or something. And they called themselves a Methodist or some type of church. So I didn't want to be there. So then I went to Los Angeles and I found a temple. And every time I went in by myself. I made everyone stay in the car because, like I said, I didn't trust anyone. So I went in, and after going a few weeks, I declared my nationality there, and I knew it was something fishy about it. We'll talk about that another time. And so I decided, well, I'm going to study this on my own because, getting caught up in these heretics' dens was not what I was going to do. Because we all know the old saying that they kill the prophets, they kill our prophets. And I was raised in the school of the prophets. We'll talk about that more later as well. So I began to study on my own, and my spirit led me back to Brother Taj Tariq Bey. And at that point, I needed to know who I could trust, which is one of the main reasons of my recent demonstrations. And it was not until going through this last demonstration that I gained a complete trust for Brother Taj Tariq Bey and his teachings and his study, rather, because a man only shares what he studies. You see, what he himself has, burned the midnight oil so that he may increase his stature, and then willfully share that with others because of his love for his nation and his people. So after this last demonstration is when I gained, and when my spirit confirmed who to trust. So I just want to, to impress upon many of us that we are fishers of men and women. And when we find ourselves standing in front with a lesson and a class sitting before us, that is when we have them on the hook, our fishing rod. And if all we do is tell them how stupid they are and how stupid their parents were and how stupid their grandparents were, then we could hinder them, or they could fall off the hook and, and not be reeled in, because we want to reel them in so that they can come into the boat and be nourishment to their nation, be substance, be part and parcel to their inheritance, to the government. And so I adore you, my people. I adore the work of the man you call Noble Prophet Joe Ali. I adore his, what we call, legacy that he left behind, as I adore the legacy of all prophets. And if you haven't studied, you must know that there are always 7 prophets on the earth. So, got a lot of work to do. I still have several affidavits, several liens, several writs to write. I got to get a lot of these printed out, fingerprinted and signed, scanned, emailed, and even in the mail. So that's what we're doing, and we'll continue to share for those who may watch these videos years from now and need to know who to trust, how to get things done. I hope that it helps you. I adore you, my sons, my daughters, my brothers, my sisters who do good. Those are my brothers and my sisters who do good. And God means good. And good is what we seek. So Islamism, which is to say, we are all in agreement that we will seek what is good, and leave behind what is not. And we will uplift one another in word, in deed, and in spirit, and with all the nature that is given to us. Islam, peace and love, life forever.